In this video, we will be learning about how we can create arrays in Python using the Numpy package. So, an array means we can have different elements of same data type. So, what is the use of creating Numpy arrays in Python? We can create a number of an array with number of values in it. And if we want to perform any operation, suppose we have 100 elements in the array, we can perform that operation at a time on all the 100 elements on the array if we make use of NumPy arrays. So if we do the operation on individual values, it takes a lot of time. But if we store those values in NumPy arrays, and if we perform any operation, it will be applied to all the elements which are stored in the array as per our requirements. So due to this, a lot of work can be done in a faster way and more efficient way. So in order to create arrays, we are making use of the package NumPy. Instead of using NumPy, I have imported NumPy package and renamed it with the shortcut name called as NP. So instead of using NumPy, it is enough if we say NP. So import NumPy as NP. Now I have created in second line an array with the name X. So the array name is X, NumPy array name. How do you get values into the array? So for that, I have used np.random.randint. So in NumPy package np, I am using a function called as randint from random. So np.random.randint. Now I want size of the array I have specified as 5. It means in my array, I want 5 values and all those 5 values should be less than 100. So rand int means I want to use only integer values in the array, and that too I have specified size 5. It means I will be getting 5 elements into the array and all the values should be less than 100. So this line specifies everything. The array name is X. And to create the array, I am using np.random.randint method. And I want all the values to be less than 100. And the size of the array is 5. That's it. My array X is created 5 values and the values are less than 100. Now let us see if the array is created or not. For that, I have used the command printx. So in this way, I have printed my array X and the 5 values in my array are 76, 98, 81, 54 and 14. So I have created an array with 5 values. If you specify the size as 10 in the above command, you can get 10 values into the array. Now, let us see the second way for creating array. So, I am creating the above example. I have created one-dimensional array. Now in the present example, I am creating a two-dimensional array with 3 rows and 5 columns. So how do you create a two-dimensional array with 3 rows, 5 columns? And I want all the values in the array to be below 100 and integers. So what I have said, import NumPy with the shortcut name NP, and then I have created an array name with the X. To create the array X, again I have said np.random.randint. The size of the array is 3, 5. It means 3 rows, 5 columns, and I want all the values in the array to be less than 100. So I have specified np.random.randint 100 and size is 3, 5. So I want to test whether the array is created or not. For this, I have used print. So print x means my array is printed. So for 3 rows, the first row, then second row and third row, and each row with 5 values. 3 by 5 array we have created. It means 3 rows, each row with 5 columns. In the first row, the 5 values are 84, 5, 3, 21, 52. In the second row, 5 values are 22, 4, 95, 18, 3. And the third row, the 5 values are 91, 71, 80, 29, and 74. So our 3 by 5 array is created with the values. I have asked to use them below 100. So all the values in my 3 by 5 array are purely integers. As I have said, np.random.randint, and I have specified 100. So below 100 only all the values are used. None of the values are greater than 100. Now, let us see how to create a one-dimensional array with floats, point values, decimal values. In the first example, we have seen how to create one-dimensional array with integers. Now, let us see how to create a one-dimensional array with floats. So, import numpy as np. I'm importing numpy package with the shortcut name np, and in the second line, I am creating an array. The array name is x, and in the array, in order to get floating point values, I have used the method with the name rand, not randint. So np.random.rand. So rand means I want to have decimal values. Random.randint means I want to create an array with integers. But here I haven't used random.randint. I have said np.random.rand. It means decimal values, not integer values. So size of the array is 5. So to check whether the array is created or not, I have used printx function. So the values in my array with decimal points, 5 values in my array are 0.5 something, that's the first value. Then 0.9, 0.1903, that is second value. And the third value is 0.3107. Fourth value is 0.34, and fifth value is 0.12. In this way, I have created an array, one-dimensional array. It means single line array with float values. Now let us see how to create a two-dimensional array with float values. I have imported the package import numpy as np. Numpy package I have imported with the name np, and I have created an array with the name x, and it is a decimal array. So we should not use np.random.randint. We should use np.random.rand. And the size of my two-dimensional array is 3 rows, 5 columns. So each and every row will have 5 values. Like that, I will be having 3 rows. Now, print x. I am testing whether the array is created or not by using printx function. So here are this is my decimal array. This is the first row with 5 values, followed by second row with 5 values, and third row with 5 values. And all the values in my two-dimensional array are decimal values. That is, they are not integers. They are values with having point in them, decimal values. Next. Now let us see another way of creating numpy array. Creating numpy arrays using array function. So, how do we create a one-dimensional array using, previously we have used np.random.randint to create an array with integers, np.random.rand to create an array with decimal values. There, we don't need to supply values. Randomly, 5 integers are, if we, randomly integers are being generated by randint function, and randomly decimal values are being generated by rand function. But here we are not using randint or rand. Instead we are using np.array method. When you are using np.array method, the values will not be generated randomly. You only have to specify the values which you want to have into your array. So the same thing, first of all, in order to create numpy array, I said import numpy as np, and then I have created a list with the name data1. So square brackets means list. We have seen in your previous video, square bracket is used to create a list. The list name is data1, and the 5 values in my list are 6, nothing but it will be delta 6.0, then 7.5, then 8, it is nothing but 8.0, next 0, 0.0, and then next 1, it will be delta as 1.0. So I am creating an array with the name ARR1. So to create the array ARR1, I have used np.array function. Previously, we have used np.random.randint and np.random.rand to create array. But here we have used the function np.array, and to supply values into the array, I have used the list data one. So with the 5 values in the list data one, 6, 7.5, 8, 0 and 1, my array ARR1 is created. So print ARR1 means your array values, all of them, 6.0, 7.5, 8.0, 0.0 and 1.0 are displayed. Now ARR1 dot shape means it will display how many values are there in your array. So how many values are there in my array? 5. Then ARR1 dot data type means it will give the data type of the elements in your array. So what is the data type of the elements in your array? So the data type of the elements in my array is decimal. So they are having points. So it has scrolled down. Let me go up. So data type of the elements in my array is floating point type, and each floating point number is given 64 bits of storage. It means 8 bytes. So the total data type is float 64. Next, creating a two-dimensional array using array function. We have seen how to create two-dimensional array using np.rand and np.randint. Now let us see how can we create a two-dimensional array using np.array function. Import numpy as np, and I have taken a nested list with 1, 2, 3, 4 as one sublist and 5, 6, 7, 8 as another sublist, and the overall list name is data2. So I will now use this data2, which is a list, to create or supply arrays to my array with the name ARR2. So here I have created an array ARR2, and I have used np.array method to create the array, and to supply the data, I have used the array name data2. Sorry, list name data2. So data2 list is having 2 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4 is first row, 5, 6, 7, 8 is second row, and each row is having 4 values. So 2 by 4 array is created, and the array name is nothing but ARR2. Now print ARR2 means our entire array is displayed. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Next, ARR2 dot shape means we will get number of rows and columns in our array. So we have 2 rows and 4 columns in array. So ARR dot shape means we will be getting 2 by 4. Next, ARR 2 dot data type means we will be getting the data type of the elements in our array. So what is the data type of the elements in our array? So the data type of the elements in our array is integer. So we will be getting it as integer. So here we will be getting as int 32. Int 32 means the data type of the our values in the array is integer, and each integer is given 4 bytes of space. Now let us see the last method of creating numpy arrays. So I want an array with all zeros. So instead of typing 0, 0, 0, 0 in the array, you can use the method ARR1 is equal to np.zeros. 5 means I want a one-dimensional array with the name ARR1, and all the 5 values in my array are zeros. So here we have got our one-dimensional array with 5 values, and all the 5 values in my array are zeros. Suppose you want to create a two-dimensional array with all zeros, then you can have a two-dimensional array with all zeros. How can you have a two-dimensional array with all zeros? So import numpy as np. So next, the array name is ARR2, and I have used np.zeros method to create a 2 by 3 array. It means 2 rows, 3 columns array, and all the values in my array will be zeros, as I have used the function np.zeros to create the array. So the first line, the first row, 0, 0, 0. Second row is also 0, 0, 0. So each we have two rows and each row is having three values. In this way, we can create an array in Python by using np.random.randint method or np.random.rand method or np.array method or np.zeros method. So let me type np.random.randint. Randint. This you can use, or you can use np.random.rand. This method you can use, or you can use, if you want to give your own values, you can use np.array, 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 or you can use np.zeros. This also you can use. So in this way, we can create arrays by using Numpy. Let us meet in the next video with the next topic.